everybody, it's Claire Daly here in Melbourne, Australia. Today I want to demonstrate to you a new product in the mini catalogue, just show you how it works and give you a couple of different samples that you can use. So the one we're talking about is the Christmas Words Collage Hybrid Embossing Folder. So I just want to show you a few different ways you can use that. And then you can look at different ways you can use them on your cards. So what we are going to do is, first up, show you the products. So we've got this embossing folder called Christmas Words. Now you can use the embossing folder just as is. And you can, it'll be great to use behind a card. The words, so if we look at a card front, it fits the standard card front, so it'll look really great even just embossing. I think if you're, then you've got whatever you want to do in the center, but it's you'll have those really nice embossed Christmas words. So you could use it that way, and then here you can also use it as sentiments, because it's called a hybrid embossing folder because you get a die which fits it perfectly to cut out all of the embossed words. And with the embossing folders, what they do is they actually now let me find my words. Yeah, it clicks into place. You will feel it. There it is. So once you've embossed you're embossing and you're cutting at the same time, and you'll feel it just click into place. So what we're going to be doing is using different supplies, and we will show you the different results that you can get with each of the different supplies. So I'll get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and let's get started. Okay, so we've got our trusty Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and what we're going to use is the base plate number 1, and then we're going to be use number 4, which is for the 3D embossing folders. So the first one we're going to use is gold cardstock, gold foil cardstock. So we're going to pop that on this side, whoops, and then we are going to, it's a little bit tricky because we actually line this up on this side. Just didn't quite get it down far enough. So these pieces of foil are 6 by 6. I probably should have cut them maybe a little bit larger. I think that's, feel it clicked into place. That's right. Now we always put the hinge side through first, and then we also need number 4 plate. Now it's quite tough when you're doing the embossing, so you want to have had your wheat bix. Okay, let's see how we go. There we go. We've got all of these amazing, whoops, amazing little embossed, I'll just move that back a little bit, embossed images. Now I quite like the gold ones by themselves actually. I think they look really quite cool. I thought that I wouldn't. I thought that they would need more, but I think that they're actually pretty cool. So make sure you've punched them all out. There's lots and lots of them. So what we can do now is pop those in a little cello bag, and we've got all of those great sentiments ready to use on our cards. So that's just the plain gold and the embossing. Let me show you it a little bit closer. So that's how that one looks. So I'll pop those aside. And the next one I want to show you is a piece of cardstock, just any color cardstock, and again, so the key is to make sure all of the embossed areas are covered, and then making sure we are clicking on. So you want the cut side, make sure the cut side is up, and then you want to be clicking on, you'll feel it when it's in the right spot. Sort of, it's a subtle little click. Okay, then we'll close it, bring this across again. I'll just move that out of the way. Tick. Excuse, everything's getting a little bit crooked today, but that's all right. So again, we'll end up, take this one away, we'll end up with these fabulous sentiments. So what you can do with these ones is you can actually use an ink pad, and you can actually swipe the ink pad over them if you want to give a little bit more definition to the writing. So I'll pop these ones aside and I'll give you some examples of that. So first up, I'll use, now what I'm going to do so that it doesn't slide all over the place, I'm just going to actually stack the back of it to my grid paper, because I want to just be able to, that was just one swipe, so I've used real red cardstock, and that was one swipe with real red ink. So if we can lift that one up, you can see how it's just darkened that and given you a much a much more definition. So I like this for a sort of vintage feel, give a lot more definition. The other one I want to do though is I want to do two-tone cardstock, and I want to do Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to, which reminds me I'll need to get some Old Olive and real red two-tone cardstock. I think I'm definitely going to need that for Christmas. I'm really enjoying the two-tone cardstock. So let me get my folder again, as I'm chatting away here to myself. You probably want to see what's happening in the video. It's quite funny, you know, I actually didn't try this before I came on and did the video. So you're actually trying these words the first time with me. And I think that's a good thing. Very, oh, look, it's one of those days where I've lost things. So now I can't find, here it is. I couldn't find this part. Okay, so let's pop this up again. And then we need the number 1 folder. And we're going to pop that there. Remember, cut side up, and you can see, have a look at the one of the words in the bottom left, and that'll give you an indication of which way to put this up, because you can see which folder, or maybe not, because I messed that up. Merry Christmas. That's that one. Yeah, it is that one. Okay, so move it around until you feel it click into place. You can just feel it. See, it doesn't move now. Before that it did. Close that up, pop it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. this out of the way now. Now I just want to grab okay, so you get these ones out. The words pop out. Now with the two-toned cardstock, what happens is the two-toned cardstock is created by actually adding ink onto paper, so it's a little bit lighter weight than cardstock. It's sort of in between paper and cardstock, our designer series paper and cardstock in weight. But what that means is that the center of the two-tone cardstock is white. So if we get a very fine sanding block of some sort, these are ones from Stampin' Up had a long time ago, and I did get some other ones also from online, but you can actually sand the top, and what that'll do is expose the white core in the raised areas, which is perfect for this sentiment. So this is the one that I like the most, I think, because it really suits my vintage style, and I think I'm going to be able to see these in lots of different colors. So that's Season's Greetings, and this one here is 'Tis the Season. Because of my vintage sort of shabby chic style, these would be great, I think. And how much you sand will be how prominent the white parts are. So let's do another one here. Merry Christmas. So I definitely recommend this. It's great as an embossing folder, as I said, but I really like that you can also get these words and that one pass of the embossing folder through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and you're actually cutting them out as well, and it's cutting them out perfectly. I mean, I love those greetings, you know, people do with their fussy cutting where they cut right around them, but I'm not a very good fussy cutter, or not as good as some of those people are. So this is a good cheats version to get that. And the two-tone cardstock is awesome. So you need a 6x6 inch piece. So let's just have a quick look onto each of the samples that I did. So we did the gold, we did the ink pad, real red ink pad dragged over the ink, and then we also did the we did these ones here, which was the, oh goodness me, sorry, I had a phone call in the middle of that on my Apple Watch and I was a bit distracted. This one's here is the Mossy Meadow two-tone cardstock with the sanding so that it's white. So sorry, I was a little bit off with the fairies then. It's one of those days. So yeah, hope you like that. So I'll recap again with the where you can find this. This is in the mini catalogue. It's Hybrid Embossing Folder. So you will find it towards the end of the catalogue. Here we go. Christmas Words Collage Hybrid Embossing Folder, and I'll get all those bits. And I'll make a card soon using just the embossing folder, so you can see how that goes as well. But the 6x6 embossing folder, and then you can also get all of these cool greetings as well. So hopefully you like that. Thank you very much for watching this supposedly short video, despite my blank out stages where I was trying to work out how to stop a call on my Apple Watch. I actually just got my Apple Watch only a little while ago. I'm always such a late adopter. It's hilarious. People laugh at me. I get onto things, you know, 10 years after they're released. But the reason I got it is I'm trying to be more active just incidentally active, and I really like those reminders to stand up every hour, and I really like the you know, the activity rings and those sorts of things. So that's the sole reason that I got it, but it distracts me sometimes like then in the middle of a video, and I need to be really careful. It's quite funny, my boys laugh at me, the boomer problems they call it. So thank you. Hopefully you will subscribe to this to me on YouTube, because I would love to grow my channel some more, and press that red button so you know when there's a new video coming out. And if you're in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator already, or you your demonstrator is no longer active and you're looking for somebody to purchase supplies from, I would love to help you. I can send supplies anywhere in Australia. I work from home all week, so I'm always around if you need to call to ask questions. And I, you know, would really, I mean, I've been doing this for 18 years and I absolutely love it. So nearly 19, actually, 18 and a half. I really love it. I just brings joy to people, and I love that. It's a really nice thing to be doing. So yeah, please be in touch, because I would love to help you out. And I hope you have a really good day. It's a chilly day here in Melbourne today. We are going for a maximum of 13 degrees Celsius, which isn't very warm, but that's okay. It was also a really good day for creating because of that. So you've got to look for the good things, don't you? Look for the glimmers. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.